Hello everyone, my name is Ezra and thank you for joining me for episode 7 of the Rip Tip. XRP is trading at about 22 cents, mid to low 22 cents. Yesterday, November 30th, 2019, 1 billion XRP unlocked from escrow. It's about $225 million US. Got a couple articles for you, a couple charts, some trends, and of course, some transactions. And then I'll have you out of here in no time. We are on YouTube, so hit that like, that subscribe, that bell. Might as well do it. Right now is the perfect time to do that. Get it out of the way. Also, bottom right of the screen, there's a QR code. It's an XRP tip robot. Any donations or contributions to the channel can be made there. All right? Visit me on Twitter, the Rip Tip. Share memes, any kind of hashtags. Let's talk shop. Boom. The Motley Fool. This is an article on the Motley Fool website there by No Fool himself, Joe Tenebruso. Ripple's $50 million investment in MoneyGram is fueling XRP usage. The controversial cryptocurrency is currently being used more than Bitcoin and Ethereum. What? Combined? The crypto world and traditional financial system are becoming more integrated every day. This past week, cryptocurrency giant Ripple increased its equity stake in MoneyGram International. Ripple initially invested $30 million in the money transfer company in June. On November 25th, Ripple announced that it was investing another $20 million, bringing its stake in MoneyGram to 9.95%. As a part of the deal, Ripple also obtained warrants that give it the right to increase its stake to approximately 15% in the future. Notably, Ripple's latest stock purchase was made at $4.10 per share. A sizable premium to MoneyGram's current market price, near $3. Womp womp. Bulls would say that the purchase price suggests Ripple believes MoneyGram's stock is undervalued and it has significant upside potential. Bears, however, would say that Ripple is paying a premium, so MoneyGram will continue to use its XRP digital token in its cross-border payment operations. Two beautiful perspectives. For his part, MoneyGram chairman and CEO Alex Holmes continues to rave about Ripple's technology. Our partnership with Ripple is transformative for both the traditional money transfer and digital asset industry. For the first time ever, we're settling currencies in seconds, Holmes said. This initial success encourages us to expedite expanding our use of on-demand liquidity. Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL, solution leverages its controversial XRP digital token to send money globally, instantly, and reliably for fractions of a penny. MoneyGram is currently processing 10% of its Mexican peso foreign exchange transaction volume through ODL. It also recently began using the technology in other cross-border corridors. Last month, we announced that MoneyGram began using on-demand liquidity for payments to the Philippines, and we're excited to support MoneyGram's further expansion into Europe and Australia. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said, "Digital assets and blockchain technology have the potential to make a tremendous impact on cross-border payments. MoneyGram and Ripple is an example of that. Partnerships like the one with MoneyGram are helping to fuel usage of Ripple's digital currency. XRP Transactions recently rose to new highs above 4 million per day, dwarfing that of popular cryptocurrencies Bitcoin and Ethereum. Critics have argued that most of the efficiencies gained from Ripple's payment technology can be had without the use of XRP. But if MoneyGram and other financial institutions realize tangible benefits from the use of Ripple's new XRP-powered on-demand liquidity service, it's possible that the skeptics will be proved wrong. Still, until that time, Ripple's digital token remains a high-risk investment." Well, I mean, it is. It is a high-risk investment. That it is. It is crypto. So, yeah. But this is a very fun article. I enjoy it mainly because of the two perspectives. That shit gets me going. So this is a little homework segment here. This is on Ripple's website in their insights section. Swell 2019 BTech is saving customers more than $14 million in transaction fees with RippleNet. Now, I'm not going to go over it in detail. I'm just going to give you the gist. It was posted on November 12th, 2019, so a little bit ago. But it's this gentleman, Alexandre Liuzzi, from Brazil, essentially lived over in the U.S., going to university here, and was getting money transferred over to him, and he realized it took days, if not weeks, to arrive, and there was a high transaction cost, left him little left over, and him and a couple other gentlemen, Fernando Pavani and Stefano Milo, got together. They created this company in 2016 called BTech, and I'll read one little section here. Liuzzi explains, we're not only a remittance platform, we're giving access to financial services and removing frontiers to global payments like onboarding frictions, high transaction costs, and a lot of frustration in the process. He continued, since we started, we have transacted more than 1.5 billion and more than 200,000 transactions have been completed, said Liuzzi. So just interesting. Now think about this. It's one company, just one, and they're utilizing this. And the cool thing, the big plot point of this whole article is how we're saving our customers more than $14 million in transaction fees. That's not chump change. That's not pocket lint. But very interesting. I think that we should try to celebrate those kind of successes. It may not always entirely 100% correlate with pricing or price action and such for traders and shit, but it's still, be informed. It's a good way to go about everything, really. Transactions, let's chat about it. So I've mentioned over the last all of my videos here is the transactions and what's been popping over there. So anywhere from a low over the last couple of years, a low of 153,527 transactions to a high of almost 1.7 million transactions per day. It's been bouncing around that for about 2 years, over 2 years. And just as of recently, end of October, really into November, it's been hitting those higher numbers again until just literally over this last week here, flat out hitting 3 to 4.5 million transactions per day. There's been a few things said about it, that it's just a whole bunch of IOUs, which is very likely the case. I don't personally know, but it's been said. I've seen articles about it. Also, some people tend to think it's maybe like the dust being knocked off, a little bit of stress testing going on. It says clearly on the XRP website that XRP can handle 129 million to 5.6 billion transactions in one single day. So, I don't really see that being a huge stress tester, but it's still very, very intriguing. Some people have been actually talking about this a little bit more recently, so I'm excited. I'm excited about two things to do with XRP. It's this, what's going on with their transactions, and the charting, because depending on the charts, there's two giant apexes that we're hitting. We're getting there. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and chat about that here for a second. So here's the US dollar chart, Poloniex, XRP, of course. This is the giant channel that everybody's stoked on. Everybody is chatting about this. And yeah. It is very much a marquee moment in the lifespan of XRP. It's as you'll always hear, it's either going to go up or down, but how much? How much? And we're getting to that point, guys. It's been over a few years now. This has been in action. And here we are at this apex, really being able to tell kind of where this is going. And also, let's go ahead and look at this little dude. I'm a big fan of this little guy. So I utilized the first major sell-off, January of 17. This is the dominance chart, ranging anywhere from nil, less than 1%, to about 30% of the entire market cap, right? that's huge. And people tend to forget that when XRP decides to go, it's like, hey, honey, hold my bags. I'm out of here. I'm going to go fuck up some shit for a while. I'll come back. And I personally kind of feel like we might be heading towards something of that nature, because look how long this has been going on for, right? This is a giant symmetrical triangle. Obviously, we don't know which way it's truly going to go, but 3 different cycles approximating from somewhere around 273 to 280 days in these 3 cycles. And then we kind of flubbed out a little bit, but we're still respecting the shit out of this symmetrical triangle. Here's the thing. I don't really see it going that much below 5%. Bitcoin would have to go for that to really, or, I guess XRP would have to tank, but it's very interesting to watch. It's very interesting to watch, especially with all the transactions that's been going on and how we've kind of been on the back burner with all the regulatory stuff. Just saying. Not even putting on my tinfoil hat. I'm just saying everything. This is one thing you kind of almost know, is everything's in cycles. So, cycles. Speaking of, let's talk trends. Let's give it a little quick refresh. Episode 7 just about done. Very glad you guys all took a second to listen. Thank you for that. We got an uptick here. Now, this is the 24th through the 30th, considering today is the 1st of December. We are printing a new era. We're at a 33. This is out of 100 BT dubs, if you didn't know. 29 to 30 to 33. So we're making some waves here. Cool. Utah, beautiful mountains in the lead. Washington. What's up? It's probably all Seattle there. Sea latte. California's just big. New Jersey's just busy. Hawaii's just pretty. XRP Raceway? Golden Cross. Breakout. Yes. Guys, gals, boys, girls, thank you for joining me. Episode 7. That's a wrap. Visit me on the Twitter box @ the Rip Tip. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell. Thank you.